I
made
understand.
it very clear in my letter to Judge Seal that I intended no harm for anyone, but I will hold him accountable. He is in violation and not in compliance with 46-13-104, and I, as a means of civil disobedience, I refuse to pay the fees on that disorderly conduct because he refused to present to the court an answer to a pretrial motion, which he is required to do by the legislature. I've asked nicely.
I've read that in your filing, sir, and I understand that. But on this hearing, what will happen is that everything that we're talking about in reference to this case will be handled up into the district court. This is just a cursory hearing. It's your initial appearance. Well, it's not your initial appearance. It's just an arraignment and let you know what the charges are against you. And then you'll actually have your formal hearing in the district court where this matter will be heard. I'm a court in limited jurisdiction, so I'm limited on what I can do.
Okay, Your Honor, I would like to appeal to the court regarding the amount of bond. I've been a longtime member of this community, and I'm actually the head usher for the Bozeman Symphony. Have been for several years. Yesterday, I was the man who called the Belgrade Police Department not once, not twice, but 3 times regarding a 5-year-old little girl who's walking southbound on Jackrabbit Lane after school and looking around because apparently she probably missed her bus. I'm the guy who called the police. I'm the guy who called the Belgrade Schools Transportation Department to let them know which bus it was that we ended up getting her on. I'm not a person who's looking for trouble. I'm not a person who is trying to cause trouble. My only goal is to hold Carl Paul Seal accountable for failing to comply with the law. He is a judge and he is required, and I might add that one of the other municipal judges here in Bozeman, Colleen Harrington, Judge Colleen Harrington, assured me in another hearing that Judge Carl Seal would present that document to the court, and he never has. I've appealed it to the Montana Supreme Court. The Montana Supreme Court ignored it because he and Justice Jim Rice are old friends. This is a political witch hunt is what it is, Judge. This is not, I have made no physical threats. I am no physical threat. I want to hold Judge Carl Seal accountable. However, wherever this kicking his door business comes from, Judge, that is news to me. I have never spoken to anyone like that.
And I appreciate that, sir. And these are just alleged offenses. And what will happen is the case, while it goes upstairs, all that will be ferreted out. But I can't do that here. It's what I'm trying to tell you.
No,
but I understand, I'm sure the parents of hold on. I'm sure the parents of that 5-year-old girl are very appreciative, as the community in Belgrade probably was. Okay, so what I'm saying is that, and I understand that the $50,000, people understand, what is that going to do to ensure the safety of the community and those types of things. But what is to do is to ensure that everybody abides by the conditions that are set, and a monetary figure always is something in our minds that we think about. Now, what you're talking about in reference to getting a hearing, you will have that in the district court. Well, bond will be readdressed there.
This afternoon, Your Honor?
No, it won't be this afternoon. I'm not sure. Miss Kramer in the Public Defender's Office will assign you an attorney. They'll file the appropriate paperwork after meeting with you.
Well, Your Honor, I'm sure you must have read the letter that I delivered to Carl Seal.
I only have the complaint, sir, which would be the same thing that you would have received.
Okay.
With the warrant.
Because
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm saying, I have limited information, and that's why we're going to go the way that we are. All the information will come out upstairs, but I have limited information. I only have what's in the complaint because this is just a preliminary process to get your case into the right court.
Okay, Your Honor, but I do want to object to something by the state's attorney today.
Yes.
He brought up the document that I submitted to the Montana Supreme Court. He didn't read the full part of the document. It's taken out of context. But more importantly, his comments. Forgive me, let me catch my train of thought. I object to its inclusion in the record whatsoever because Under Sheriff Dan Springer and I discussed that specific document and this specific case 2 years ago, and he approved my concealed weapons permit at the time, which was revoked from me by Sheriff Gutkin after Madison Mattioli in the Attorney General's office filed a complaint against me with that document a full month after I filed a complaint on her for lying to the tribunal, a full month after I filed that complaint to the Office of Disciplinary Counsel. Judge, this is a political witch hunt, and I'm being Here's the last request that I will have of you, Judge, because I've already commented to the sheriff's deputies or the jailers here at the Gallatin Law and Justice Center. I have made the commitment. In fact, I even said the same thing to several people, several civilians, including Jane Hodges of the Bozeman Opera, that I have, if I'm to be in jail on this, because I'm trying to hold Carl Steele accountable to do his job as the legislature has required him to do, then I will commit myself while in jail to be on a hunger strike, and in 2 weeks I will be in the hospital, a faint, gaunt skeleton of a human being for the world to see, because this is a political witch hunt, because Carl Steele sought to find, he has personal knowledge that I did not commit the crime of disorderly conduct on November 23rd, 2013, and he went out of his way to make sure a 21-year veteran police officer witness could not testify. I am not guilty to the moon and back, Judge, and I will be in the hospital in 2 weeks because I am refusing food from this day forward, and I'm asking the people of Montana to contact Bozeman Municipal Court, to contact Marty Lambert's office, to contact Sheriff Gutkin, and demand answers for government accountability.
Thank you. And like I said, you will.
Thank you.
Don't disrupt the court
Thank you.
back there. All right? Clapping in the courtroom is not okay. Okay, I've heard you now, Mr. King, and I appreciate you. I've heard you. Okay.
Now you have more information, Your Honor, so how
Well,
does
that'll be the
how does
next-
the evidence before you change your opinion?
No. So you'll be remanded to custody of jail in lieu of posting your bond, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. And thank you to the people of Montana for helping me and
Holly Richards.
bringing out this injustice.